Three, two, one.
Yo, we got your back when you driving to work or driving home. If you on a plane or you at the gym or you home alone, all you gotta do to listen to the shows, turn on your phone. Two Ugly Nerds podcast, tell you what's going on. This is the podcast.
Eric is ugly and would not judge anybody else.
There's no other insult.
When did you learn that you were
Two Ugly Nerds podcast.
Welcome to the
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Two Ugly Nerds podcast, the niggas from the Black Nerd community. I'm Derek, the podcast guy, or something like that. I'm always joined, and we're messed up, but it's all good. I'm always joined by Geronimo, Mr. Nintendo. He's not the audio engineer.
I'm not.
He is the console consultant, our resident pro streamer.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, not last month, but this month, yeah. I haven't streamed all last month.
took a sabbatical.
I took a sabbatical.
Hey, look. When people hear this, I don't think they've heard a podcast in about a month, so it's fair.
Yeah. We've been everywhere, bro. That's all you gotta know. We've been everywhere.
It's all right. We coming back. We're back. Also, he's joined by Ian Berserk Music, audio engineer / super producer. The father dad himself.
Indeed.
He's a father dad. Happy birthday to Cairo. It's belated for us.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Turned one this past Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday.
Yes. Okay, cool. Because I was thinking to myself, like earlier this week, I was like, I think his son, Ian's son's gonna be 1 in June.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the exact day.
Yeah,
Let's go,
now, man.
1 year on this earth.
1 year on this earth. He
On this-
survived.
Yeah,
Made it around the sun one time.
More than
Yeah,
one say,
man.
apparently.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Made it around the sun. So they say. So they say.
Oh no. Yes, is around the sun.
All right, man. Let's jump right into our console tea. Oh, there's no tea. We just have water. Hey, look, it's nighttime potting, guys. No console tea.
I did make tea earlier. Funny enough, it's chamomile tea with lemon and honey.
Hey, I respect that. Look at I'm rubbing off on these niggas. I'm rubbing off. Yo, the second you see
I'm more likely to be drinking tea in the evening. I realize that. I'm not a morning tea person.
all I gotta do is legit get Gerard to watch a Liverpool game, and I got log in. I already got Gerard to respond to a Liverpool tweet, bro.
I was like, let me give Derek one.
Hey, look, man.
You be on them Liverpool tweet streaks, man. I'd be like, all right, let me give him one.
Oh yeah, I just be in there. I'd be tweeting to myself. I don't really care. And for Billy, you know, Billy always
he follows like
he'll always pop in and support like my Liverpool rants on Twitter. But I just be going in on myself. Anyways, console tea.
Yes,
Geronimo, talk to us about the state of play.
The
Sony boys doing
the state of play. Well, Sony boys are doing a couple of things. This one was mostly third parties and PS VR 2, which we still don't have a date, but I have a hunch it is coming out this year.
Ooh.
So this is on June 1st. Or no, I'm sorry. Did I say June? Whatever Thursday was. June 2nd. I don't know why I put June 1st here. I'm tripping. Yeah, but it was June 2nd. It was actually a really good one. I'll give it up. It was actually a good one. They actually, I think it's the first day of play where I think most people came out with something that they wanted to see. So out the gate, they start with a trailer, the letters forming Resident Evil, and then it said the number 4. And that's immediately the hype machine. So they announced the Resident Evil 4 remake. That Resident Evil 4, I don't think any of us really into Resident Evil like that. Never was. I knew it existed, but Resident Evil 4 is like is the fan favorite. That's the one. That's the one that most people like the most. So that's that one. And that was the first time they brought him into like more the action, whatever. But yeah, they showed bits of that and they showed some story bits. They didn't show full gameplay, but they show how it looks in the engine. And Leon Kennedy looked good. The other little girl that's in the game looked good. I know folks watching, that are actual Resident Evil fans. You're probably get mad at me for just calling her just that little girl, but I apologize. But yeah, I mean, it drummed a lot of hype. That's why I opened the state of play with it. And then it gave Capcom slapped the date of March 24th, 2023. So we know exactly when it's coming out. next year. And they also said that some PSVR 2 content is in development. So I don't know if that's just gonna be the full game in VR or some part of it, but it is what it is. Immediately following that, another Resident Evil game, one that came out last year, Resident Evil Village. PSVR 2 mode is coming. Pretty much like Resident Evil 7. He plays the whole game in VR. So with the tall lady Demetress.
Another reason.
Huh? All right.
If they needed another yeah.
Well, I mean, to me it was a no-brainer because Resident Evil 7 of like the sphere of VR stuff, it was one of the more popular things for it, like very popular. Like I think that sold PSVR 1 on PS4, just Resident Evil 7 instead.
No, facts.
And I actually saw a long time ago, I saw someone streaming, which is you're able to stream from VR stuff. Your boy would never have played that. You'd have to pay me a pretty penny to dare me to play that. I'd be scared shitless. Fuck that. But for the horror enthusiasts, the horror enthusiasts will love it. But yeah, they just announced that no date. Then they showed some gameplay for this game. I think they assumed we should know what it was. It just had like a black girl in the front as like the main focal point of it. And it was like shooting and all that stuff, first person shooting. But it was The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners season 2. So I guess like a content update for that game. It's gonna have
it's Telltale?
No, it's not like that. It's like there's like another Walking Dead game.
I think I tuned in after this.
It's like a first person shooter type thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, The Walking Dead. I don't think the first one was specifically.
Is it VR though?
It is VR. Yes. So the focus of this, the focus of this one was the focus of this state of play is PSVR 2 and third parties. They didn't really have much.
That's what it was. It was a lot of VR stuff at first, and I kind of clocked out for a little bit.
Yeah, they front loaded with PSVR stuff, so because they know the good stuff will come much later, which was good. I preferred it that way. I did not. Now the reason why, unless I'm misunderstanding this, I think that PSVR 2 might be coming at the tail end of this year, is because this is the only game of the little PSVR stuff they talked about that had a 2022 year on it. Everything else they just said, there's PSVR 2 happening. So unless they mean that game itself, the content is coming in this year, and then it's going to have PSVR 2 later,
right?
Then I think it's coming this year. But I found that interesting. I don't think I've seen anyone else mention that, unless I'm misreading it. But I don't think I am. So cool. No Man's Sky getting PSVR 2 content or support. No date. That's cool. Cool for that. That game's had quite a comeback story.
Right. I'm happy for them though. I'm glad.
I am too.
I'm glad they made it back up. I mean, because that game looked like it was in the dirt.
They were promising everything at first, and then when it came out, and it was
like, I was gonna change gaming. Not gonna lie.
Every time they showed it, it was like, "Oh, this is so beautiful. What do you do?" And then every time you ask that, the little guy will be like, "Well, you just play the game," and it's like you're not answering the question, guy. You got to answer the question.
Yeah. What's the goal? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You might see somebody eventually.
Okay, that was the main thing that pissed people off. They made the claim originally that like when you play, anytime you're online, you may run into someone else who's playing their version of the game. When you can interact and stuff. And I remember vividly back in 2016, there was some guy that actually met up with another person and they talked to each other on Twitter or whatever. And they record video and they both were in front of each other. They couldn't do anything.
So it was pointless.
It was pointless.
Oh, but you see them though.
Yeah, you saw them. It was pretty wild stuff. Yeah, but comeback story for sure. So that game is apparently a banger. So again, no date for that. And then they ended the PSVR segment with that Horizon Call of the Mountain game, which doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good. It's all first person. It looks like it doesn't seem like one of the, most VR stuff is pretty guided or whatever. This seems pretty open-ended. Yeah. But honestly, I think a game is really just going to boil down to I'm climbing the mountain. and seeing all these big old monsters and stuff on the way. But it looks cool. But
It looks like it's going to be terrifying.
yeah, it could be for
Terrifying?
sure. It could be
Terrifying to me. I think this is right around where I got
come at you all crazy.
I mean, I don't think they coming at you crazy like that, bro. Plus, you got weapons and shit, bro. You tough.
What's so when I was watching the Horizon one, it did feel like the monsters were or the robots are moving a little slower than
They not because you can't recreate the actual Horizon. You know how much niggas will be jumping and diving and nigga, you gonna fall out your window.
You know,
break a leg out here trying to think you Aloy, nigga. Like you don't get
jump off a cliff, you actually jump out the window and you break your actual
facts.
Leg. Oh no,
niggas will fuck themselves up out here thinking they 007. Like, you gonna get wrecked. Nah,
packs in the game to fix your broken leg in real life.
Facts. Because look, bro, they they have to slow it down so that you have actual time to react, but also that you can stay in a relative mind state of calm so that you can react to what's happening. So that's why I just prefer to play the console game. This stuff is cool, but it just hasn't reached a point that makes me go, yeah, I need that. That's all it is for me.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. And where when they start talking more about like the feature set of this PSVR 2, this thing gonna be kind of expensive. I don't think it's gonna be lower than $500, and that's pretty wild.
Oh, the VR, yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna. It's got all this new tech that the first PSVR didn't have, so it's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, it's gonna be up there. It's gonna be getting another PS5. That's what I'm saying. But is there anything on there that's fun enough to?
It's supposed to be a cheaper version, right? Of the other one. I thought that was how
it's supposed to be cheaper.
It's supposed to be. That's what I
thought. I thought they were advertising it as more packed.
No, they're going high end.
Yeah,
it's going high end.
Yeah. It's gonna be a PS5.
Basically.
Probably.
And it might be as hard to find because niggas is gonna buy it.
Yeah,
niggas like this VR shit. Niggas is gonna buy it. I mean, I won't lie. There is some stuff I would like to see them integrate the PlayStation Home stuff into VR.
That would be cool. I think that would be something like
that. That would be something that would make. I mean, I wouldn't run out to buy it, but it's something that I would be interested in checking out. Stuff like that would be cool to me, but I want to do some of that stuff. I mean, I've messed with the Oculus a little. I told you I got a little head sick from it, doing the boxing thing. I think a lot of it was we didn't do all the correction things to make it my height and everything like that. So I think some of it was just a little disorienting because my homeboy who has the Oculus is shorter than me. So since everything was just off a little bit. So I don't know, it's just not perfect, and not say perfect. It's not doing anything that's wowing me enough to go, yeah, that's worth it. Because even like you said, since the VR games are a lot more guided, having the lightsaber in your hand and swinging it is kind of cool, but it's still really guided. A lot of VR games feel like theme park rides more than a gaming experience.
That's a good way to put it, actually. I think only the few games that are the full game are these Resident Evil ones,
and that's fair.
Yeah. You can play the whole Resident Evil 7 in VR and shit your pants. Yep.
I'd be interested to see somebody come with some cool sports sims and stuff.
Yeah, that would be cool, but I don't think anyone's really I don't think anyone's VR still has a lot of growth, man. Even though I'm a hardcore game enthusiast, blah blah blah, I still haven't been able to convince myself to get any type of VR because there's no game where it's I gotta go get it. I gotta, there's nothing that's been like that for me. I mean, my PC is probably capable to run VR stuff, but just nothing. I don't know. I mean, it's cool, but I know the new Oculus Quest. 2, I think. Yeah, that was only $300. So I feel if there is one to get,
that's the one I use, and that's the one I use.
That's the one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So I don't know. It's cool, but it's nothing that makes me jump out of my seat and be yeah, I gotta get that shit. But
yeah, I mean,
nothing like that so far.
One day when there's a little more money to invest into the pod, you buy one to try out and test and all that type of stuff, and get firsthand impressions. But for personal use, like,
nah, it's gonna be boxed up forever.
Same thing I was telling John about the Steam Deck. Like, this is a really dope product, but at this exact moment, I don't know that I could get the best out of it because my Steam library just isn't that. You know what I mean? Like,
if you're down for the emulator stuff,
well, now, and
that's what I would do, honestly.
Now that's the other side of it that I'm more interested in, and I want to see like more reviews and more breakdowns of that, because if I can get on there and run some of my backyard baseball sims and stuff like that, I need if I could, that might really convince me to jump on it a lot faster. But still, like, for the base use of what a Steam Deck is, I just look at it and go, I won't get the most out of that machine for the price that they're asking me for right now, so that's how I look at it currently. So I'm looking at VR the similar way. Like, it's just not worth the money they want. You know what I mean? Like, I was much happier spending that same $300 on an Xbox instead. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just super enthusiast stuff at that point. Like, I do want one, but it's not like a priority. Maybe a year and a half or whatever. But the state of play. Yep, the Horizon called them out in PSVR 2. No date for that again, but they showed it again, and that's the end of our PSVR portion. They lead into a major update for Horizon Forbidden West, where you can new game plus, you can respec your skill trees and stuff. So apparently there's just several skill trees in this now. There's more in the first game.
You bought it?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
This is honestly, y'all did good waiting, because they had like an ultra hard difficulty. They improved the performance mode, and if there's some other stuff. I ain't
gonna take advantage of none of that. I just need to see where the story goes. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I might play this shit on easy. Not gonna bullshit you.
If you want the story, you cannot spend any money and just talk.
No. I gotta experience.
I'm not gonna play on easy.
I gotta experience the story, but I just do not.
I vets at this point.
But I just don't care that much, bro. I might beat the
$70
on easy for story.
Yeah,
say it again, my bad.
$70 to experience the story.
No. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna experience the story, see all the new enemies and stuff like that, experience that, and then I'll go back probably and do like a semi playthrough where I won't fully go through and beat it, but I'll hit a couple points that I want to, just to feel the difficulty of certain points. So I'll go back in the story, because now that you got the story unlocked, you can go back certain points and play through it again. So you go back here, save here, up the difficulty, and play it again or whatever. This is a fight I want to experience at the at an actual difficulty level. So I'll have a save here for that. So I'll just do it that way. Like, I'm telling you, I can still get the most. And also, I'm not going to pay the $70. I'll wait till it goes on sale. I've waited this long. I'm not like Kirby. I really wanted Kirby. I broke on that. But Horizon, and I feel like it was worth it. So, I don't feel like I lost any money on Kirby, but Horizon, not to say I feel like I'm going to lose any money, but I need to give it some time. I'm willing to wait for a good sale on it.
Yeah, it might be.
You got these summer sales coming. Like, it's coming. It's going to go on sale this summer. So
yeah,
I'll pick it up.
Will. I think it will. Yeah.
Think Horizon going to go on sale this summer?
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to do a big summer sale. They're going to want to put a sale on the PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah, they have the days of summer starting, if they hasn't already.
Yeah. Come on. It's going to go on sale. 100%. I'm not saying it's going to be an amazing sale, but I could see it being
$50.
At least down to $54. They like to do that $54.99. At least down $15, at least. And if it goes any lower than that, and you don't have to, I always get suckered into buying like that, like at least like the digital deluxe or whatever. You want to give them a little extra $10, and because now you just want the skin or the fancy thing they offer with it, or the little starter help or whatever. But you don't really need that. And a lot of times, if you just get the base version, that sale normally be like the 35 or the 40 if you get that one. So it's just that digital deluxe be looking at like, that $57.99. You be like, wish I could get digital deluxe for $5 more, $10 more. I might as well, but you don't need it. So yeah, But yeah, it'll definitely go on sale, bro.
All right, I'll hold out. I was gonna say, let me see what my pockets look like tomorrow.
Nah, I think it'll go on sale this summer, bro. I say wait. We waited already.
Yeah, we did.
We can do super late reviews. We can bring back super late reviews.
Super late reviews.
Fact.
Yeah, since this is gonna get DLC as well, so
Yeah, like it's we might as well wait.
it'll get DLC.
We might even get a
end of the
deluxe
year.
bundle that brings the DLC with it for a little cheaper too. So yeah, so wait.
Yeah, I think the long run forward might be good. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, it seemed like a nice little nice meaty update, I guess, for those that are either still playing or they want to do 100 playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So now we get to some of this. All right. So after that, they showed Spider-Man remastered coming to PC. That was exciting for me because the mod's gonna go stupid on Steam. The mod's gonna go stupid. But it's coming to PC on August 12th this year. And on their blog, they didn't say it's in the state of play, but on their blog, they said Miles Morales is also coming to PC this fall. So that's
I thought it was kind of suggested in like little trailer.
I don't think so.
If you watch the trailer that they played, they had Miles in it. And then when I saw him, that's why I was like,
that was how he looked in the first game.
But the way it was how he looked, but it was the way it was shot and cut. It made it feel like focus. I'm just telling you, for me, I'm being
everything they showed was from Spider-Man.
Yeah, bro. But the way they cut Miles, even though he wasn't that big a part of that first game, though, the way they cut that scene of him, I was like, are they trying to suggest something here? Why is he like?
They just because we know who he is. That's all.
Yeah. If anything, they'll eventually bring Miles Morales to PC, but
no, I'm telling you. Well, yeah, in the blog post, they said Spider-Man games are coming to PC, and it says in the blog post.
I think that's crazy that got confirmed because I thought that's what they were saying.
I didn't think they're gonna do this so quickly, but well, I noticed in the trailer though they didn't just show Insomniac's logo; they showed Nix's. They just bought it recently. Well, I mean, they've probably been working with them already, but they just bought them recently, and they're known for doing PC ports. They did the PC ports for the Tomb Raiders and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they already at work. So hell yeah, that's cool.
That's what's up.
Yep, that's coming in mid-August. Not even
PlayStation boys are crying somewhere.
Fuck them.
You know the PlayStation fanboys hate when they exclusives get thrown on PC.
He values my PlayStation. He's not played the game 4 years ago.
Like, nigga,
they be mad for real. It'd be funny.
Yeah.
They ain't so stupid, bro.
Don't let Ghost show up on PC.
When Ghost of Tsushima make it to PC,
that's rumored to come to that, and Returnal are rumored to come.
I'm sure they're both going to PC quick.
Once Horizon went to PC, I knew that all the rest of them were going to come.
They're going. It's just
they're all going. It's just a matter of
It's just a matter of time. It's just on when they decide. All right, y'all got to live with this long enough on the console now.
Man, Ghost of Tsushima.
Time to re up.
Ghost of Tsushima goes stupid on PC too, man. Because they usually treat these they've gotten better at the PC stuff where they like add more of this. I think the only one that they kind of had to like do some work on was Horizon. They had like a couple of patches and then it's good now. It's good. God of War is great. Man, no one cares about Days Gone, but that's a good port, I heard. And I think the Uncharted that one Uncharted release that no one cared for early this year on PS5, I think that's going as well. But yeah, so Spider-Man games coming to PC. So if you haven't played on the PlayStation the past 4-5 years, there you go. Or if you're like me, that just wants to get, I'm not gonna get day one, but I'm gonna just wish list it. But if you're like me, you want to play it again with like high frame rates and shit, well over 120, then yeah, do that shit. They showed Stray, the cat game again, where you're like platform, I guess, moving around the city or whatever. The game is always fascinating to me. I always wanted to play it just because it's kind of different. And but that's coming July 19th.
You're going to tell the people how you're going to get to play it?
I mean, I wasn't, but I'll tell it. Yeah, this guy's snitching. Nah, someone from the Splatoon Discord I'm in graciously gifted me the game, and I didn't even really ask for it. I just was like, they were talking about it in the chat. I was like, oh man, I've had that in my wish list for a minute. I'm glad they finally confirmed it. And someone was like, yo, it's like, have I ever had you on Steam? I was like, no. I was like, yeah, just search my name. It's the same everywhere. Yeah. I mean, it was like, oh, did you get it? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I looked again, and they said, oh, you can receive the gift straight. And I'm like, what? Okay. I mean, the game is like $20-some right now.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So
it does like an interesting little game though. I'm definitely interested to hear what y'all think about it. I might be one of those you pick up.
Mm-hmm. The other interesting thing about it too, and that kind of tells us how I guess they're going to go about this PlayStation Plus upgrade stuff, or not upgrade, but the newer PlayStation Plus. It's going to be a free game in the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium tier starting July. Yeah. So
did those tiers start rolling out already? Can you?
Not here. They're out in parts of Asia and around like parts of Asia, like Japan, some place like that. Okay. I think we're gonna get it in 2 weeks.
Okay,
mid-June.
Did it hit the UK yet? Aren't they coming west?
They are coming west. They said they're gonna start releasing them in like waves of a month.
Okay.
So maybe the UK and them start getting it this week.
You guys gonna try it?
I mean, yeah, I'd give them a month.
I'll give them a month and try. Yeah, I'll see how the streaming goes.
Well, I mean, even though they fucked me out of a year of PlayStation Plus, now I think about it, but whatever.
I mean, you shouldn't give them shit then.
Yeah, I really shouldn't, but here I am, a sheep.
Man,
I am what I am.
I am what I am.
We gotta get you out.
I am what I hate.
We gotta get you out of the cap.
At least I'm just a sheep for like PlayStation Plus and not like, government. Anyways, I was just shitting on random people who may never hear this. It's fine.
It's just government fanboys.
Yo, imagine.
I love
niggas that actually sing the national anthem. What losers?
Enthusiastically. They tell them
with gusto.
When they tell them stand up in the class, they the first one. You look at them funny while you sit down, like.
And they be saluting the flag. Yo, that's why you got beat up, bro. That's not. You might have deserved that, really.
Oh shit!
The bullying ain't work if you still doing it, my nigga. Shit wasn't even effective. All right,
stand up and pledging allegiances and shit. Damn. But
niggas take their hat off when they own home.
right. They like pulling back tears.
Yo,
every time it's like, what are you doing? What are we really doing?
People be delusional.
Yeah, that ain't me, man.
Shit don't even slap. Word to Vince Staples.
Right? Don't even slap. That's Stray, July 19th. Give it a try. Something a little different. Hopefully it's not a long game. I'm really hoping it's like a 5, 6, 8 hour game. It's not
at $20, right?
I really hope it's not a stupid long game. I really hope it's not. The Callisto Protocol. So I do some research on this. When I looked at it, it looked vaguely similar to Dead Space. But I was like, no, because this dude ain't wearing the full helmet and stuff like that. But it looked good, like high quality and stuff, like some new horror game. It's coming out December 2nd this year, 2022. I believe it's gonna be on PS. Well, I'm not gonna say the exact platforms, but it's at least on PS5. I don't know if it's on PS4 as well, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, for horror fans, I'd say keep an eye on that. It looks pretty promising. Roller Drone. That's one of my highlights. New game by the Ali devs, Roll 7. So basically,
that's your jam. I knew when I saw that pop up, I was like, Gerard's going crazy right now.
They got another one coming. What?
I might hop in with this one on you. I'm not gonna lie. This might be the one.
Yeah. So it's a single player game. It looks like honestly, it kind of reminds me of Super Hot a little bit. That game where like you have like all the red people, and every time you move, they move. You have to like shoot them and stuff. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Not with like when you rollerblade, they move as well. But it's like you rollerblade through like these skate parks or whatever, and you have to just kill people like skillfully, and you get points or whatever. And this look dope because you're just doing like half pipe jumps and you slow mo, you just getting these headshots and just throwing shit at people. You have to just do it on like. I don't know. It just looked fun. It just looked like a fun little indie game. I'll probably get it on PC. But it's coming to PS4, PS5. Roller Drone.
I'm not gonna lie, I wish that was on Switch.
Yeah, that's something that I felt like that could probably be on Switch. You
But
know,
see, that's something that I would use to maybe build a Steam library. I would.
honestly,
Maybe I'd get the Steam Deck to build the Steam library. Maybe that's how I'll justify that to myself.
I mean, the thing about Steam though is like there's so many different sales of just games in general.
Yeah.
They're all controlled by the publisher themselves. It's not like you have to hit up Nintendo, you have to hit up Sony, hit up Microsoft, and they be like, oh, whatever. No, you just be like, Steam, I'm gonna do this sale. And they be like, all right.
Imagine Sony tell you can't put your game on sale. Hey, no, that gotta stay at 60, my nigga. No, you
That's
good.
crazy.
We haven't had sales in months. Yeah. But y'all gonna be all right.
It'll come.
Somebody gonna break down eventually. Y'all hold tight.
Somebody will break down eventually. That's a Nintendo thing, man. I'm not buying this at full price.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, bet. 3 years later, ain't a sale yet.
Yeah. Or at least not like a below $45 sale.
Yeah, no, it's always that's the max.
You gotta wait for them super steep Black Fridays, or
you gotta wait like for the anniversary of that game's character. The Mario anniversary, you gotta wait for the
Mario Day.
Yeah, you gotta wait for that $40. Day. Then you might get something. Nintendo play with us.
Yeah. Sheesh. Okay, so this next game was weird. It's called Eternite. It's like some action dating sim game. I kind of turned off at that because they started showing the weird anime trope stuff, and I was like, nah, I'm out. I'm like Shark Tank. I'm out. And all I know
on Cam playing this game?
0.
Oh,
he really don't be playing a lot of the. He really does. I mean, it's. Cam is into more of the manga stuff and the anime stuff, but he don't really be playing these games like that. He's not really a visual novel type guy playing or these pervy games. He don't really be playing.
Bro, why you say is pervy?
Yeah, there's like a tentacle thing in the trailer, and I was like, yeah, I saw it, and I was like, oh no, this ain't for me.
I just saw the bike and the sword, bro. That's why I thought.
Nah,
it seemed like something like I just don't be playing the little anime games, but it seemed like something like Debbie Valley. I did not see the tentacle porn.
Let me pull it up, Rose. It wasn't tentacle porn, but it was like a little quick scene where that. Let me skim through this real quick.
Oh wait, tell me what the
I could have sworn I saw something like that.
What's the timestamp?
What's the timestamp on that thing?
The timestamp. I'm gonna try and deal. Oh yes. Okay, here we go. Wow, I knew it. Okay, there it is. What the fuck? And now I'm actually watching. I'm remembering. Okay, so the whole gist is like apparently this character's like right arm is cut off, like the forearm.
Oh yeah.
They can like project like these little things, make swords, and that's kind of cool. But then they show the part where like he's talking to some girl and he turns into an octopus arm, and she says gross, and I'm like, fam. That ain't cool, bro.
That actually happened. Hold on,
I got you. I'm gonna put it in this chat right.
What the hell? They showed that on TV.
They did. They sure did. Well, I put in the Zoom chat. This shit, man. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's actually.
Oh no, that's weird, bro.
That right? Yeah, I was like, huh?
I missed that completely. I did not see
it was
that.
Quick though. It was quick.
I did not. I mean, I wasn't watching this trailer that hard in the first place. I saw the little sword arm thing. I was like, oh, that seemed like something these niggas would play. My bad. I didn't know they was doing.
I mean, there are anime games that like don't have that type of stuff, and they're still cool, like Scarlet Nexus.
I mean, what if it's just an innocent power? What if it's like a cool? Like, why gotta be all that?
That was it's just not an innocent power.
No, because this is Japan. They be slipping those things in.
Like, that's not even a slip. If that's what it, man.
I mean, I say slip just because the trailer. They slipped it in the trailer. It could be a whole side quest or whatever. And it's visual. It's like dating visual novel type thing too. It ain't. You know what? It ain't for me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just chalk it up to the safe. It ain't for me, bro. But Eternite's action dating sim type game, early 2023, PS4, PS5. I don't know, probably PC as well, but I didn't see, whatever. All right, so the next hype shit. I kind of was guessing they were gonna do this because I put in the chat. I was like, yeah, they might put this in here, but I'm not sure. But they showed Street Fighter 6 gameplay revealing everything. It looks dope as fuck. Like
that open world.
Yeah. So in their website is a bunch of information. So what they're gonna have a single player mode that's like a kind of open world. They have the Metro City, which is like an actual city in the Street Fighter games and all that.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's supposed to be like a training up your own fighter. I think that's what it's supposed to be. You meet like some of the characters along the way and all that stuff, and you can like walk up to them and be like, "Yo, what's good?" and then seamlessly start fighting. Because they showed it. I think they showed it in like the actual trailer. But yeah, bro, it's Street Fighter 6, Street Fighter coming back. It actually looked really good. They showed Chun-Li and her new get up, which is it's pretty familiar to her previous stuff, but it's still new. They showed Ryu again with his beard and shit. But man, it looks great. I think Street Fighter's back. Like he has a lot of the hardcore FGC folks. Hell, even some half of our friends. Yeah, this is looking like it. Yeah, and it's coming. They said 2023. So they're more likely going to have a beta for this sometime, not anytime soon, but I think they will have one maybe late this year, early next year, and we'll probably know by Evo in August, so a couple months. But yeah, it looked really dope. Oh, they also showed kind of glimpses of some new characters too. They showed this black girl, first black girl in all the Street Fighter games, black girl, like American black girl, not Brazilian or African, no, none of that.
Anything else? Yeah.
Actual black girl. They showed her, and she gonna be in like Taekwondo or something like that. So that looks dope. Her name is Kimberly. It looks great. They showed a new dude named Jamie. He like a drunken fist fighter. Yeah, this looks dope. So I'm interested in this. I might get this next year and be a scrub, and that's it. But it looks fun.
Dope.
Yeah, there's more to talk about, but I'll skim on that for now. So they showed Tunic, that indie game that was on Xbox Game Pass most of this year, is coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. No, I kept forgetting to try. It's honestly, when you look at it, it looks like a Zelda clone, but no, it's more like a Dark Souls clone. They sneak in, they're like, "Oh, this is cute, right?"
Yeah, and then you get in there, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And they don't tell you shit.
Yeah, they don't tell you shit. That's
Ian, this is like Fez Point 2, bro.
I've watched videos of the game. I've watched gameplays of it.
Yeah, Ian's like, how can I cheat my way through this one?
This game has like its own language, right?
Oh, Fez did, yes.
Well, it's like Fez. Oh, yeah. So
if Tunic has its own language, then yeah. If this has its own language, I'm never playing this game again. I'm deleting.
Fez had a language that Reddit had to come together and decrypt.
I think that might be the case for Tunic, because I remember watching gameplay and like they had the little fox character walk up and get something, and it was like a book, and it was all these characters.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
nah, I thought the game was broken, dog. I started looking at the settings. I was like, I must not have put this shit in English, dog. Like, what I must have fucked up. Nah, this shit is perfect. Like, you get shit. And you're like, okay, I found something, and then, but you don't know what the fuck you found, or like I found a key and I just used it on a random door. I don't know if I was supposed to use it there or what. I don't know if I fucked up. I don't know, but I got stuck, and I was like, hey yo, I didn't sign up for this. This is not what I thought it was gonna be. Like, I thought it was gonna be like a cool little adventure. You know, I thought like, it's a cool art style, cool little camera angle they got. Nah, and they got little shit that just bouncing around trying to fuck you up. Like, nah. It's like that game Titan Souls I told y'all about before, where they just like you play that shit and you just get thrown in, and then you just learn
the game, have fun,
figure it out, nigga. Yeah, no, like legit, just figure it out. And it's only 2 buttons, so yeah, have fun, nigga.
Only 2 buttons.
Is it 2? Yeah.
Yeah, I never did play Tunic.
Yeah. It's one of those if you got the time, I guess. But
yeah.
And I know y'all niggas ain't have time for Fez. I did not.
I never really played Fez.
Oh, I played Fez. I mean, I got as far as you can get naturally.
Yeah, I did too.
I think we both got as far as you can get naturally, and I just was like,
there was a point where, like, the puzzle required a Reddit community to solve. Once I found that out,
yeah, that's actually insane. No,
this was not designed.
That's when Ian finally gave up.
I'm no longer.
When I gave up, but just said, "Fuck it."
I just said I'm looking up all the rest of
this. Yeah.
I want this platinum, and then they didn't give me the platinum. There was no platinum for that game.
Oh, facts.
Oh, that's crazy.
Which is fair, I suppose.
No, it's not.
Considering how difficult it is to solve. Yeah, it's not fair. You know,
This literally the fairest. What you mean? Plus, you can cheat like everybody else. It's all good. Nah, man. What's next, Geronimo?
We are actually close to the end of it. No, I'm thinking about. Let me go back to my list. Oh, okay. The second to last game they showed. This game called Season: A Letter to the Future. It looked like a more of a narrative type game. It started like a black woman character. It might be it did look interesting. Definitely seemed like a more might be one of those games I feel like pulling your heartstrings a little bit.
Very artsy, this one.
Definitely a very artsy game. It was a very aesthetically pleasing game to look at.
It was.
Yeah. I didn't catch the studio making. It's definitely an indie type game. Might be a brand new indie studio. I'm not sure.
A game with a troubled development.
Wait, what? Oh, that's what they said.
Apparently this Scavenger Studio apparently had an issue with reinstates co-founders after investigation into harassment and toxicity.
Oh wow!
So apparently they had some issues over there.
Oh wow!
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna read any more of this because it's kind of a long article, and not say I don't care, but I wasn't gonna play this game anyway. So it's not like I'm protesting or something.
Yeah,
it does look good though. I'm not gonna lie. It does.
Yeah.
I agree with y'all though. But I thought that was interesting. I saw this little note and I was like, "What's this about?" And ta-da, gaming.
Here we are, gaming industry being shitty. Man, all I got from it was fall 2022. It looks interesting. If you want something a bit different, not less action oriented, but more character, narrative, heartfelt type of a dealio, I'd say check it out. And the final thing was really what I was willing to see. A lot of people were wanting to see the new Final Fantasy 16 trailer, and boy, oh boy, did they show up with that trailer. Holy shit. So basically, the main differences of this Final Fantasy, from my understanding, the other ones, this one you only have one character. It's not like you have a whole party and it's like mixture of dudes and guys, whatever. It's just one dude. It's more action oriented, like Devil May Cry. It's got the Devil May Cry combat director working on the game with them too, from Capcom. He's went to Square Enix and is working with them on this. And it's pretty much being headlined by all the dudes that work on Final Fantasy 14, like pretty much today's WoW or World of Warcraft, most popular MMO. So yeah, and it looked great. Graphics and everything looked fantastic. They showed the little summons like Ifrit and Bahamut and all those. They look like they just scrapping with each other. This looks like it's gonna make PS5 scream next year when it comes out. It looks good. It looks really good. It was a really exciting trailer. They confirm a summer 2023 release, which is a little later than I thought. I thought they were gonna hit at least spring next year, but yeah, that's good. Looks fantastic. They might get my $70 on this one.
Oh,
they might.
Okay,
they might.
You're gonna have to give us the review.
Yeah, just remind me in hopefully a year's time. Yeah, but it looks fantastic. Highly suggest even y'all just look at that trailer. And even if you're not, just watch the game and be like, oh fuck.
It was
what I was talking about.
No, it's a good trailer. I think I'm just salty at Square Enix, so I everything I see it with salt in my eyes.
Oh damn!
But I looked at it and I was like, "That looks good. That looks fun."
Final Fantasy though.
Yeah, it does. It's the one thing they care about. But playing Final Fantasy reminds me how much they don't give a fuck about Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, shit. Well, this has this doesn't have Nomura or anyone on it. So
I mean, I know, but
damn,
it's Square Enix takes the brunt of it.
Oh man! Hopefully that's
and then they gave Tomb Raider away for a year exclusive. Like they just did a lot. Square Enix just done a lot of little. They've just been a little petty.
Man, I don't think they should have ever had them Western studios.
Yeah,
I don't think you ever should have had them Western studios.
Same thing with Ubisoft right now. Like Ubisoft could announce a new Watch Dogs.
Bruh, you know
like
what?
A direct Watch Dogs 2 sequel, and I would be like, y'all niggas is probably gonna try to sell me an NFT with the disc or something. I'm cool.
They might try and
y'all
sneak
can
an
hold that shit.
They might try and sneak an NFT into something.
And you have to buy it, or you can't unlock the game
Honestly,
without your
Watch
NFT
Dogs
code.
like the perfect game for that kind of shenanigans.
Yeah, but also, isn't it? Is it not like?
Yeah, it's like against
what the game is literally telling you.
Yeah.
But what if that's the point? Like, watch these people be sheep playing a game that's telling them not to be sheep. But I'm going to make you buy an NFT.
They could.
You want this game. Not that bad, bro. But some people will do it. No, I don't know, man. I don't know. Some of these game developers are.
Yeah, just got to keep closer eyes on stuff, man. A lot of nonsense and shenanigans out here. But yeah, I'll say the play. Very, very solid. No first party Sony things there, but they already said it wouldn't be there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
If anyone fell for that, you're just probably an idiot or you can't read. I think they're gonna do a God of War standalone state of play.
Yeah. I think it gets its own.
And we're gonna get the release.
That's too big. There. That's too big to just throw in. Well, not necessarily.
They could do a trailer here and done it.
Yeah, I think they could do not necessarily this one, but I think they'll do like a trailer maybe within some other trailers, just as like this is our big hitter for this state of play. But then they'll do one of those on the PlayStation blog, give us more info, and they'll probably do like a more gameplay dev breakdown of all that type of stuff. They'll probably give us some of that afterwards. So I could see them doing that too. It might not be just its own state of play still. Because they like keeping that one game in the tuck for state of play, unless it's one that they're telling you from rip is gonna be shitty. They'd be like, this ain't one of those, bro. Only watch this. Like they be telling us this not gonna be.
This only be 15 minutes and
facts. When they say 10 minutes, 12 minutes,
focus on these 3 games, these core titles.
Yeah.
All right,
and it'd be all indie PlayStation Studio, some bullshit
stuff that will be in PS.
That would be
Plus.
free. Yeah.
Speaking of that, I'm saying that I would not be surprised if that Roller Drum game is an August PlayStation Plus game. I would not be surprised. I'm guessing one of them higher tiers, since Stray is for July. Would not be surprised if they do that.
That would be dope.
I will not be surprised because it's like mid-August and Stray's mid-July. I will not be surprised.
That would be dope. That would be a cool one.
Nostradamus
make me feel like okay.
Once again.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope they do that. Speaking of game developers being goofy, EA trying to sell themselves off is hilarious. It'd be funny if they get bought by Disney.
Oh yeah, Disney's also in talk.
Because then they'd own. Because then EA would have access to all the Star Wars licensing rights again. So that would piss me off. But also Disney isn't locked in. But if Disney gets a game studio and we can make our own Star Wars games with people who were already making them, even though people didn't like them, or a lot of them. I mean, Fallen Orders is that's just a separate. That's a special case. We don't know. I don't even know where that came from. That was
it's Respawn being
They came out of nowhere. That was different. They're to the side, but all the other ones are very basic Star Wars experiences. Like they're not like they're not what you want. So to see them trying to sell off is hilarious. And also I think it's hilarious because they want to sell now after they just got done talking all this big boy shit to FIFA. And don't get me wrong, I'm not on the side of FIFA. They're corrupt assholes too. But FIFA basically said, you want to keep using our name. We know you're fucking people over with all your loot boxes and whatnot. And you're doing that with our name on it. And we're going to let you keep doing it. We just need a bigger piece of the pie. So they said, we need a Billy. And EA said, nah, y'all bugging. And And FIFA was like, no, we not, bro. We know what y'all numbers look like, bro. You think we don't listen to your annual reports? You see all of that, bro.
We're investors. We're invested in the reports.
Like, they hearing all that shit. So, EA say, we don't care. Apparently next month we're supposed to get some, or no, this month or next month. Sometime coming up soonish, we should be hearing from EA. Apparently, they said, even though FIFA's gone, that nothing's going to change, and they're still going to have teams and licensings and stuff. How they're going to get that, I don't know.
What's it going to be called again? It was a name.
It's going to be called EA Sports FC.
Okay. EA Sports FC. Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, it's perfect, right? So I'm interested to see what they do. I'm probably not going to buy it because the game's already shitty now. So if they lose licensing and things like that, then it's really no point. They're literally just a more familiar Pro Evolution Soccer. So, no, it is or what is it called now? E football. Yeah. So it's all bad. It's all bad in the soccer gaming sims right now. Hopefully that UFL game comes in some point.
UFL might save it for all he needs.
Well, for the online competitor people, but for anybody trying to do any sort of career modes or anything like that, you're getting fucked. Sorry. Yeah. Just go back to like FIFA 15 and just live with it. It's like your best bet, buddy. Because this shit is rough everywhere else. But yeah, man, it's just interesting to see it all unfold. I'm interested to see what happens, where they end up, who buys them, and how they get used. Because I think who buys them, we were talking about earlier, I think who buys them affects how they get used. They get bought by Apple, EA will get used in a different way than if they get bought by Disney. So, it'd be interesting to see where they end up. But hopefully they just don't end up with other assholes, and then it's just assholes all combining together. I don't need that. Like Activision buys them or something. Like that's the last thing I need.
Voltron assholes.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Activision, EA combining that sounds like a fucking shitstorm. So yeah, man. Cool. That's console T. Time for spoilers.
Spoilers. I know it's gonna get edited over, but
I mean,
for right now,
drop a play probably right there. Yeah.
Yep.
But anyways, man, obviously Obi-Wan Kenobi. We are catching up over 3 episodes in now.
Yes.
3 out of 6, so we're halfway. And I don't know. Y'all talk to me because I'm I guess I get to be the Star Wars guy in the room here, but talk to me about how y'all feel about the series, man. Like, what's y'all?
So I'm feeling overall, Obi-Wan is shook to the core over the past decade because he let the hope of the balance of the Force and the Jedi prodigal son, more or less, Anakin Skywalker, go to the dark side. Excuse me. And the age of the Jedi is nearing its end. Or pretty much is at its end. There's just a few stragglers here and there. And this man is over here humbly, like, I don't know, packaging meat in some place on everyone's favorite Star Wars planet or city, Tatooine.
The only Star Wars planet.
The only Star Wars planet.
Yeah, sorry, coughing. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of it's kind of pitiful seeing Obi-Wan in the state, man. It's like he's even apprehensive to barely not let out to unsheath his lightsaber. It's I don't know, it's interesting. Show him he's looking over the family that's looking over young Luke. And then we get out. Maybe I didn't see this coming, or I didn't watch enough of the marketing, but I didn't expect them to actually go over like young Leia as well, and she be more of the plot.
No. They really
did they hide that?
They hid we always figured we would see her because if you're gonna do this show set in this time frame and you're gonna show young Luke, honestly, you're asking for bad backlash if you don't show young Leia. At least show her. But I never thought she would have this much focus in the show, whereas Luke is just pretty much sitting safe.
Yeah, I was in the previews. I was under the impression that this would be a Luke. What's his name again? Damn it,
Anakin.
No,
Obi-Wan.
Luke Obi-Wan tag team ragtag.
Oh,
But that would have. Well, we'll talk about it in a bit, I guess. But that would have fucked up the canon too.
That would
So
have fucked with canon too.
I'm glad it didn't happen. Not because of Cam, but just yes, but
yeah, I mean the Leia thing is pretty cool that they're developing this.
yeah, I don't mind it.
So it's not bad.
Yeah, I don't hate all the stuff with her. I mean, yeah, she is annoying. She's bratty. You know, I do annoy one blah blah with this royal family or whatever. The dad is he's a senator with the Empire, but he's not like, yeah, we want to fuck everything. He's supposed to be like, the only senators we see in fiction, like the straight-laced ones that just actually want to do good to people.
Mm-hmm. Really trying to help their people, trying to keep their planet safe.
Yeah. And she runs off and does little things. That the chase scene in episode 2. I mean, at this point, really, you can just either laugh or just get angry at it.
You just gotta laugh. No, you have to laugh
because it's so ridiculous, and it was
so ridiculous. It had to be for comedic relief.
Yeah,
like we're gonna make you laugh while this little girl is getting traced by these bounty hunter people, basically. Mm-hmm. Like we're gonna make you laugh through it though, because we're gonna make it look ridiculous. Because her little legs was really keeping, like, these adults couldn't really. Like I understood, like I thought it was cool for a little bit because she was using like the tight spaces and stuff. So some of it was like,
yeah, that's something that didn't make cool sense.
Some of it made sense because you also think like she would know the Force better. She's always running out there and playing and stuff like that. So you think to yourself, it makes sense for her to maybe know a couple little cuts here or there, or know where she could duck here and stuff like that. But at some point, she was just running straight away, and they was just behind her. And you were just like, fam, yo, if you don't pick up this little girl up and get about your business, like, what are y'all doing? Like, and one of y'all got taken out. Y'all let her run from y'all long enough for one of y'all to get knocked up. Like, come on, man. Come on. This is
worst Star Wars henchman of all time, man.
I mean,
up there at least that I can recall, but
at least some of the clone troopers hit some. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's these niggas. Yeah. Ian.
It's I'm not disappointed, though. I will say that I did come in here with, I think I have much higher expectations than I should have had, maybe. And that might be Mandalorian's fault.
Fair.
/ Book of Boba Fett. Because I was there, But aside from that, I guess a big part of me watching is me trying to navigate what is breaking canon, or where the stories are kind of falling apart according to what's supposed to be happening, and trying my best not to be annoyed with this little girl who I just realized was I was trying to figure out where I saw her from. She was in a Bird Box. She was a little girl in that one. But yeah, and now that I know that we're like halfway through the show, initially I was thinking, okay, the story hasn't really unfolded yet, but now I'm thinking there's only 3 episodes left. What could they tell me in 3 episodes that'll leave me satisfied with the way it may end?
Well, see, I don't know. I mean, it's a couple of things that I guess we got to clean up, right? Like, one, Reva has seemingly killed the Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah, that seemed they handwave. They definitely
canon is broken because he's not supposed to die. Like, he wasn't supposed to die. So
episode 1, this guy is gone,
smoked. You gave him all that makeup for one episode.
That was episode 1.
Wild. Yeah,
I think it was episode.
Oh, it was episode 2. Well, no, I guess that's right. Either way, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that was pretty wild to me. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I was gonna bring it up later, but we can talk about that now. Yeah, that was pretty wild to me because I was like, wait, isn't that not supposed to happen? And also, Vader, It's just kind of like, oh, it's fine. Reva.
Whatever. I don't care about the Grand Inquisitor. I mean, that's not off brand for Vader. He don't really care about none of them. Like,
that's true.
The Inquisitors are just there to do his bidding on weaker Jedi, more or less. Not really because he can't do it himself. Just hand him a light work type shit. Really, he don't care about them though. If they die, they die. But also Vader thinks that Obi-Wan killed him. So now, how Vader can't just read Reva's mind and see that that's not true is different. Not that he would care either still, because at the end of the day, Reva has got him closer to Obi-Wan, whereas the Grand Inquisitor was trying to stop her. So Vader not caring is on brand, but yeah, how's the Grand Inquisitor just taking L and pretty easily? I mean, I know they're not like full Sith or anything like that, but they are Force sensitive. They have a connection. Like they have been trained in the dark side to a degree. Like,
if you are somebody who went through and watched Star Wars Rebels,
yeah,
you should be disappointed in how quick that guy just got.
Yeah, come on, man. He shouldn't be dispatched like that. He shouldn't be dispatched like that at all. So that definitely is throwing me for a loop. I don't know if that is something that will, stick. If, because as always, it's fiction, with this stuff. So you can always come back or something like that, or somehow he gets saved. And look how fucked up Anakin is, and he's, alive. So, it's possible, but it is weird. Yeah, and then a lot of it is just, different people meeting. Obi-Wan and Leia knowing each other is a little weird. They shouldn't meet this early in the timeline because it throws off the level of surprise she kind of has when she meets him later.
That surprised me too.
I mean, yes, she may. Well, no, has she heard him be called Obi-Wan? Yeah, she's heard him being called Obi-Wan. So,
by the lady.
I mean, yes, you can argue like, oh, she was 10, maybe she doesn't remember, but it seems like a very significant amount of time here for her to be that surprised to see him.
How do I not know Obi-Wan's name?
Yeah. So it's weird stuff like that is going on mostly in this show that is making people upset, which is understandable. I do get that. Even though I am enjoying parts of it, there are definitely critical parts here. One of the things we'll definitely talk about. Hold on one second, guys. That's a good little bug on my wall.
Summertime.
Facts. One of the things that bothered me the most was the writing for Reva. And I want to be clear, what I'm saying is not what the weirdo niggas on the internet are saying. Okay. The racist weirdo Star Wars fans, you can always bet on that. I knew from the second she was cast and put in the trailer, she was going to get racist hate. I didn't have to ask. I could understand just from the fact of how she was being presented as the central character. You could tell that she was going to get some sort of bad hate. Why am I wearing a bad? I should have worn a Star Wars shirt today. I'm tripping. But you knew she was going to get it bad. And right on time, racist Star Wars fans come out. I don't think, this is my opinion, you guys can say how you feel as well. I don't think her performance has had anything to do. I think there was one awkward moment, which I think is inevitable when it comes to live action for some of this stuff. It was that moment where, oh man, why am I forgetting his character name? Man, but buddy who's under the Grand Inquisitor as well, who's also trying to,
brother 5 or whatever
the fifth brother maybe.
Fifth brother.
Yeah, because I don't think he's the fourth. No, because the fourth brother it would look like Darth Maul. I think it's who that is. I got to remember all the brothers and sisters and well, whatever. Anyways,
she's third sister, right?
She's the third sister, yeah. Mm-hmm. The issue is the part that was awkward to me, not the issue. The part that was awkward to me was there was a part where he had tried to like confront her, like as she was like walking off somewhere or whatever.
Oh, and they're
like,
walking away from trying
yeah,
to ask the folks in the Tatooine
yeah, and
town.
she had just
It was like the like another alley. Clearly, just an alley.
yeah, she just
around the
walked off in
corner.
an alley after she had tried to threaten Owen and all this stuff, and she goes down and and he like kind of pushes her into the wall. It's an awkward looking thing because they're real people. I guess they could have had like maybe stunt doubles be there. Maybe they could have used a soft wall so that they could have done it with maybe more force. But it looked like they were, I don't know this for a fact. It looked like they were shooting with not on a location, but with some sort of a set that was up. You know what I mean? So
I see what you mean.
it looked like it wasn't set to where they could just do a full push. It had to be something, you know what I mean? It had to look a little awkward, unfortunately. So stuff like that, I can understand criticizing stuff like that, but criticizing her performance within the box of what she's been given, I think is unfair. They have written things too easy for her character. She just like conveniently is in the right place at right times. And can conveniently sense this or that. It's just like stuff just happened. She just like I knew she was chasing Obi-Wan, but when she caught up with Buddy and then all this stuff, and then she can just conveniently read his mind, and now I can trace Obi-Wan again. And now I get here, and it shout out to Young. You know that feeling Young Justice does when it's just like no matter what the heroes do, the villains are ahead. That's the feeling I kind of got with Reva. It's like, yeah, it really doesn't matter what Obi-Wan and them do. They're going to write it so that she catches up. She's right on their ass somehow, some way. I think the biggest one to me being that in the latest episode, when she goes into the little droid manufacturing house thing. Everybody was clearing out their houses. Vader had just walked down the street killing people. What made her feel like, nah, this is the one that the droid just walked out of? This is the one that I have to go in. There was nothing. They gave us nothing to make us understand why she would have done that or anything. Then she goes in there and then she's basically like, who would have a shelf here? Let me move this. Oh, this shouldn't be like it was too convenient. That's not her fault.
Yeah. She's given the writing.
That is the writing.
Yeah.
And if they had fleshed this out over 8 episodes or 10 episodes, maybe they could give her some background or some understanding to understand why she might be curious in these little bits and errors and pieces. But she just conveniently did some research and found out that Senator Organa has a connection to Obi-Wan. Just conveniently figured it. Like, it's just a lot of shit that's like, and maybe they'll clear it up for us at the end why some of this stuff kind of came so easy or how she has access to so much information or where it's coming from or whatever. Maybe we get that.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. She does need a lot more background on her.
That's it.
Yeah.
But people don't like how her proximity to Vader, the fact that he is relying on her in this situation to help him get close to Obi-Wan, all this different stuff. The fact that she's trying to gain his favor and get close to, like, they don't like it. And it also, it makes it seem like she doesn't necessarily understand, like, the code of the Sith. Like, yes, you could be, report right to Vader and all that stuff, but you got to know your place, because the second Vader thinks you getting too hungry or you trying to get too close to, I'm not going to let Palpatine think that you might be a better apprentice than me. It's only 2 of us. And I don't really like that nigga either. So last thing I'm going to do is let you get too high of a head. If you start tripping, he going to kill you. Like, so yeah, we need more of her arc to understand where this is coming from. Does she understand like the Sith code and the power structure? How far up the rank, up the ladder does it really go? Does she talk to, Sidious and shit, or is it just Vader? It's different levels of shit we got to see. So
I will say my biggest critique with her has a lot to do with not knowing a lot of her stuff, but I just don't know her. I don't.
Yeah, that's me too.
And her motivation, it's kind of it seems kind of out of nowhere. Nobody else feels this way but her.
Yeah.
and so strongly at that.
Yeah, nobody else is pushing for power this hard. And actually, the only reason the other dude is pushing so hard is because she's pushing so hard. So you're like, well, shit, if you're gonna go this hard, you're gonna end up in the position that I want. So I gotta go hard too now.
Now I gotta go hard, yeah.
But it's not really because
he's doing it for himself.
Yeah,
more or less.
He's just like, well, shit, I can't miss out on the opportunity. And the Grand Inquisitor is dead, so now I gotta go crazy.
Power
You
back,
know.
dude.
Facts.
So yeah, I guess that feeling will be resolved over time, if at all. Maybe
They got 3 episodes, man. They better
figure it out. I'm guessing the next episode will be her episode. I'm guessing.
Yeah, because the episode 3 ended off with her.
Yeah, but her,
Taking
Leia, yeah.
So you might get a lot of her backstory, maybe.
And chances are, not to say Leia will give her a change of heart, but Leia might. See, I'd be annoyed if they do, because they created Reva for this, right? She's a brand new character. It's not like she shows up anywhere else. So if they were to do something like Reva somehow like reads Leia's mind or can see into her past or something through the Force, and now she knows that Leia's Anakin's daughter, but then she dies before she could tell anybody or something like that, I'm gonna be annoyed, because that, to me, that's like very basic writing. And if I'm telling you this now and it actually happens, you'll know it's basic writing, because I'm not some sort of great writer. So if I can predict that, it's bad.
Or you're just a good writer.
Maybe I'm a better writer than I give myself credit
Good
for.
writer.
Yeah, man.
Nah, these niggas suck. No, they got to do something that is really up there. Obviously this is setting us up for the big fight. I one thing I will say about all this is, as maybe up and down these first 3 episodes have been, there's been some really good points. There's been some points. I will say, I think they're saving a lot of the budget for somewhere in these last 3. I don't know where exactly. I don't know if it's spread out. I'm guessing we are going to get a legit Obi-Wan Vader fight where they're actually going at it for real.
That first fight was so awkward to watch.
Yeah, because Obi-Wan's just getting his ass kicked. He's just getting
okay, so
around.
I really hope that's not the one fight they're hyping when they're
no,
pushing this. Because I mean, that fight was purposely made to be like, he's mentally like, or Obi-Wan's still mentally like, oh shit, it
was a power balance. Like, okay, yeah, you've seen him fuck around with these street level dudes and these little bounty hunter people, and maybe even a couple little people here or there. He might have been able to dip around Reva or whatever. Hey, but this is Vader. This is Vader, though.
It.
Yeah, and this nigga want his re. So hey, I need my get back. Run it back.
Yeah, I need my rematch.
Yeah, run it back, Turbo. Need that. So yeah, nah. Vader said he need his get back. Threw that man in the fire.
That was so like.
But also, and
I felt secondhand embarrassment watching that.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, oh man. You got people now, revisionist history, claiming that one fight from the end of at the end of Revenge of the Sith being the best lightsaber fight of all time. Yeah, exactly. Right. They did that for
literally that fight is this.
They did that for like 10 seconds. I'll never not let people live it down. But yeah.
Cinema history.
Right. Yeah, but yeah, so it's clear Obi-Wan's still struggling to want to, develop the role of a Jedi again and everything that means in this universe. But yeah, I'm curious how his back half of the show is going to go for that, man. Because we've been seeing a lot of him. I mean, he's been doing stuff, but at the same time, it's not the same Obi-Wan.
No. Sure. But they're showing us as he grows in hope, when he met up with Tala.
Tala.
And he was able to go see that they have this network and there's people around, and then he saw some of the other Jedi names, and I don't know if you caught that. There's actually, I'm waiting to see it because somebody out there who's way more nerdier than I am with this Star Wars shit, they can actually translate some of the shit that was on the wall. So we might get some more information from that. We'll see. But obviously one of the names that we heard straight up, because Obi-Wan said it, was Quinlan Vos. And he's from Rebels. So that's another Jedi there. That was cool to see. his name get thrown into like live action Star Wars canon. I actually have a sneaky feeling that is who O'Shea Jackson Jr. is playing. I think he's playing Quinlan Voss. I'm like 90% sure now because after Reva was getting all the hate, he put out a tweet and he's like, if y'all are mad at her, wait till y'all see who I'm playing.
Oh,
and I was like,
I pretty much confirmed
pretty
it, right?
sure that means he's Quinlan Voss. Like, I'm pretty sure that means he's a straight up Jedi, and they gonna be sick because that would make him the first legit Black Jedi since Mace Windu now. So, in live action, at least. Yeah. So shit. Yeah, he might. And if he in there, I mean, I don't know how they do stunt doubles or even what his acting level is right now or what he do with it. But if he in there doing flips and shit like that, like if he doing the Quinlan Voss shit for real, like
Quinlan, his name was a hunter, man. He was about it.
Yeah, he might be going like I could, and because only reason I could see him like in like face paint, like like some makeup and stuff, and they have the dreads, and then he's just like in a tree somewhere. I could see Quinlan Voss popping up. So I'm interested to see how that'll go. Like, quit. Like, I think that'll be, I think that's who he is. And I think people forgot that he was in this because we're 3 episodes in, we haven't seen him. But a lot of the, celebrity cameos have popped up. It's just been short, the little short bits here and there, but the celebrity cameos have popped up that we saw from like the original casting. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I do still think there's some good here. And I think the end of this series is probably what'll save it for a lot of people. If you can get past some of the canon breaking and all this kind of stuff. But also, like, with Star Wars, they do this all the time. So getting upset about it, I get it, because what it's doing is breaking some of the canon from like the original trilogy stuff and stuff like that. And so I do get that to an extent. But in Star Wars, once they put something in live action, that's the new canon. Like, they do that all the time. They do it when they want to change stuff around. They can make stuff from Legends canon when they want to. That's how Star Wars works. Disney hasn't infringed on that in any sort of way, which I never would expect. So, yeah, like, I don't understand the outrage. Like, I get it. It's annoying, but, if we end with a really dope Vader fight, on one of these Sith planets or one of these Sith strongholds, and he gets Leia out, and it could still end up really cool. If we get a couple cool name drops and cameos from other random people. Yeah, it could end up really
sounds like a good finale for a Star Wars Disney
for a
Plus
6 episode special. Yeah, I think that could balance out what has felt like. Yeah, because I'm like, Ian, I don't want to say average. Disappointing or let down.
It's been kind of average so far.
It's just, it hasn't been
I've been whelmed.
Yeah. Word to Young Justice. Yeah, I haven't been, like Ian said, Mandalorian, I felt like from the jump, even when they were just doing a lot of the build-up stuff, it felt like, something's happening.
Something's happening, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Obi-Wan felt like a lot of
here and
there.
But
dragging this a little more than maybe it needs to be.
It definitely feels
we like could maybe have sped this up. We get it. He's sad. He's messed up. He ain't done nothing. He's been hiding himself from the fort. We understand all of that.
We ain't got but 6 episodes.
We didn't need to spend as much time there. Like, but I get it.
Is Obi-Wan getting a second season? Is that confirmed?
I don't know if that's 100% confirmed, but I've seen that going around.
I'm chalking it up to rumors. I don't know.
I think it's still rumors right now, but
they're only halfway through,
and we have to see where they end before we.
I don't think I've ever seen 2. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really seen any of these shows get season 2 rumors halfway through like this.
Bad Batch. I didn't think that was getting a season 2.
No, I'm not surprised. They went crazy with that. But they did. Those numbers did well. Those numbers did well. I knew that was getting a season 2. I mean, they weren't Clone Wars season 7 numbers, but no, Bad Batch went crazy.
Bad Batch, yeah.
Animated Star Wars is it, man. People know that.
That's facts.
People know that. Animated Star Wars is bro, that's it. That is the one. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I hope that if you're watching it and by the time you hear this, you'd have seen episode 4 by now, or maybe you've given up. But hopefully you hang in there, and hopefully it comes good at the end. If it doesn't, we'll be right back here and we'll be saying, hey,
It didn't.
That wasn't it.
It didn't hit, bro.
It didn't do our guy Obi-Wan, justice. But I mean, you know what it is? You know what it is? We've been waiting for this so long. It was supposed to be a movie and all this stuff first. And I think we were so hype on what this Obi-Wan project could be that
True.
What we're getting here isn't bad, but it's just not. I mean, and I don't know what we were expecting. We were just expecting like him to be like, all right, I'm sad, but all right, this got me out of it. And then lightsaber fights for 4 episodes. That's just not even how they really structure things anymore right now with these shows, especially in Star Wars. So yeah, you're going to get a lot of story building, a little world fleshing out here. We're going to give you some Easter eggs, drop some names you might know. And then we'll give you a good fight here or there as along the way. And a big one at the end. That's kind of the formula. So maybe it's our fault, because the show isn't bad, but I understand that feeling. But I don't want to say it's a letdown or it's disappointing me because it's not. I'm excited to see the next episode more, still.
For sure. It's kind of middle of the road for me right now, though. Like, I'm gonna still watch it, of course. It's nothing to say, oh, this is terrible or anything like that. Not like, yeah.
Agreed, man. Well, guys, I think that's more than enough for us here. Hype on Obi-Wan. Keeping that going. Can't wait for you guys to see this last episode of Young Justice. I will eagerly be watching my phone for when that message comes through. Because it will. I will say that I've watched other stuff and I've said, oh, y'all gonna mess me when you see this, and y'all might not have because maybe it didn't hit it click. This is one that you will have no choice but to message me. You won't have it. You won't have it.
What the hell just happened?
I'm gonna be like, yo,
look out for the group chat message tomorrow.
Yo, no, man. I will be aggressively waiting by my phone. It will be right here as I'm working, so I can say, please.
Yeah, with bated breath. Yeah, I always like that.
I will. Yeah. Because then once you see it, because I think Draw's gonna end up seeing it before Ian. So once Draw,
I'm gonna see it tomorry.
That's
Ian's gonna be like, all
right, now I really have to go see this shit because if Draw's saying this now,
I'm gonna restart the third from the latest episode. So it looks like I watched half of it, but I don't remember. So I'm just restart. I might.
That's kind of where I'm at with it as well.
I know where you're at.
Oh, really?
Third to last episode. And
okay, then we're in the same place.
Sleep on it twice.
I'm in fun. I fell asleep on it. It's probably just because I've been sick this week, and it's not even because.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, so I
think it's recovering post vacation disorder.
PVD. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, that sounds bad. That don't sound good though. That don't sound. That sounds like you need to go get that checked.
It's just a chest cold, y'all. Just
you got PVD, bro. You got that look down. Take your PVD pills, bro. Nah, man. You go take your. Go put on your PVD cream, bro.
Yo, all that sounds bad. Yo, that sounds gross. That sounds gross.
PVD ointment, yo.
Yeah.
Doctor prescribed that for you.
That's a cream you gotta hide. If you got the PVD cream, you gotta hide it, man. You can't let people know you got the PVD cream.
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all for listening. Y'all make sure y'all get in the comments. Say thanks to the guys for switching the schedule up to the late night pod. We would definitely start earlier next week. But yes, man. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, enjoy. It's been 2 Ugly Nerds, but there's 3 of us. Peace.
Yep.
And the recording.